Is this like every time, y'all? I'm so sorry. It's like every time I try to start a video, is something going on with my computer or the recording device that I have. So once again, it's trying to say that it did not charge, even though it charged overnight, y'all. So give me a minute. Just give me a minute, you guys. Give me a minute. I've been having these glitches on and off, on and off, on and off. All right. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that works. Yeah, I didn't get to record yesterday because of this. It said my charger wasn't working. Then it started charging my computer, and then my phone stopped. So I really couldn't call my mom and talk to her. I did, however, get to talk to her case manager, which she said that she is planning on discharging her, which would be good. But she's trying to see where what's going to happen at the evaluation. They're trying to put her in a nursing home, which it's almost like they're trying to put her away, and my mother doesn't want to go there, so she's not going there. And that's just it. Look, that's just it. Yeah, that's just it, period. There's too many things that are going on here, and the things that I'm into and the things that, I do and the things that I know and the help that's out here. No possible way, y'all. None. And I think that they know that. My biggest issue was just trying to get her released. Even if they couldn't help her, was to get her released, because they have so much help here that I know that she would be okay, even if she was by herself. Even if she was by herself, they have so much help where people can live, by themselves. So yeah, I talked to the case manager about that. And one of the main things that she was talking about was having things that were having my mom to live in places where it didn't have steps. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, even if she lived in some place where she lived on her own, even if she lived in a nursing home, some nursing homes have like other, steps and floors where they have to use the elevator. Think about a hospital. You have to use the elevator. So that shouldn't matter. If you have an elevator, then, that shouldn't matter. The next thing she was trying to say is that she has these, her delusions, and that's going to prevent her, from going out and doing things. And I'm sitting here like, my mom always had delusions since I was little. Before I was little, my mom has always had delusions. Always. Okay. Not some of the time, not half of the time, not in between time. All the time, my mom has had delusions, and that has not stopped my mom from living on her own. This has not stopped my mom from having relationships. She's been in a couple of relationships that lasted 2, 3, 5, 7 years, living on her own. Yeah. So, yeah, I wasn't hearing it. For as far as I'm concerned, it just sounded like she was just trying to tell me there are more problems than solutions. And for me, the more problems that I hear, the more solutions I hear, the more creative solutions I hear, and if you don't have a solution, they don't have an outcome for you. The thing to do is to create it. So just create something. So that's where I come in with my magic skills. So yeah. I also want to tell you guys, I'm learning this more and more and more and more. People talk about the people who are achievers, the people who are pioneers. If you think that you're supposed to be a pioneer, don't don't think of it as strange as somebody attacking you for what you stand for and what you're doing. You're doing something different than they're doing. Okay, because that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. So you have to be used to it, not used to it, but you have to understand that that's part of the process. I went to the Y day before yesterday. I didn't go yesterday because I went to a friend's house to go and see her baby and eat and whatever. So I went and I forgot that school was out. And because it's June and school is out, they have like the swimming lessons for the kids at the Y. So usually, during that time, it's really quiet. I can go into the sauna room. I can go into the sauna room and the steam room, and I can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can burn off those calories easy. 30 minutes there, 10 minutes sit, 30 minutes in there, 10 minutes sit, 20, 10 minutes sit, 20, like that. I can do that. But I couldn't do that because all these kids were there. So I'm sitting there and I wasn't the only one who forgot about it because it was some other older people that were there that usually come around the time that I'm there, and they're usually swimming, but they got out of the swimming pool. They got out of the swimming pool because of the kids swimming in the pool, and they're jumping and they're splashing and doing all that other stuff. So them and their synchronized swimming wasn't going to work today. Well, the other day. So they got in there, and I was sitting there talking, and this guy, he was telling me about how he had saw this girl, they had put in the little miniature newspaper how this girl came to this place and she didn't have anything, and she started this business making lipstick and all this other stuff. And he was just talking about like the potential that it had, that you have here when you don't listen to people, and you follow your own intuition and you follow your own heart and your own desires, because eventually it will come through. Now, he didn't know that he was talking about me. I never told the guy it was me that he was talking about, because the picture, the article that they have about me does not have my picture. And I had that for a reason. So yeah. Yeah. So he's going on about it, and he was talking about how she probably, how it was going with the story, and some people put extra stuff in it. He was just saying like that's probably not even the half of what she had to go through, and how people had to pull that out of her. Like the more you get angry, the more things happen to you, and you're resilient, the more and you're very strong, the more you become resilient, and the more you come out with even more plans and even more things, to help and to become better. Like it's just like this power that comes through you. Like it's a greater, higher power that comes to you, and you're like, I cannot I cannot let that happen, like at all. So I gotta solve this problem, basically. So, and I was just laughing, and he was like, that's what people need to learn. He was just talking about it, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? He's absolutely right. I just wish somebody would have told me during my process, when I was going through my process, when I was getting ostracized by my family, when I was getting ostracized by people who I loved and cared, from people who were strangers who didn't understand it. Understand, they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. By the time they get it, you don't want them to get it. By the time they get it, it don't even matter if they get it or not. That is how this thing works, y'all. Like, that's all I can tell y'all. Like, I promise, the more that you do things right, and the more you're into what you are and what you call to be, they're not going to understand it. People are going to talk about you. You're going to look weird. You're going to look different. You're not going to be wanting to hang out every single stinking day doing stuff that doesn't feed you and build you. So that's going to look different, because a lot of people are tuning out their evilness and their stuff, that their demons and the things that they want to do, they tuning it out to calm themselves down by doing some stuff that they don't want to do. They really don't want to do, but it takes their mind off, and you're facing your stuff head on. You're facing your stuff head on. But yeah, so that just brought me to that. Like, keep going. What else? I am happy for the new contract that I do have. It's a small contract, but I'm grateful because I know I do not deny or despise small beginnings. I started small. A lot of people who started selling their items and things like that on the internet. I went door to door. I love the internet. It does reach out to different people that I would never get to see in a short amount of time. But I know that, my gift is to have that intimate connection. Some of those intimate connections opened the door for me to have bigger connections. So I don't, I don't knock that down. So, yeah, I don't knock that down. So I did get a contract with a hotel to sell my products. And I think I'm going to make a workshop about that. A lot of people will talk about how they wholesale to other people and things like that. But sometimes if you're dealing with a person, you don't know if they're going to get tired or not or anything like that. And that's the same thing with the business, if you're selling to a business. But sometimes if you want something a little bit more stern, a little bit more guaranteed that you're going to have clientele going past your items every single day without you being in the front line, sometimes by being a vendor or going into a place and selling your items in a bigger place where they can have your items already sold is a little bit better. And I know some people will be like, they think about those places that are usually in a mall or something, and they have everybody's items that they sell, and they get a percentage. They don't even get, I'm not talking about that because I'm totally against that. I would never sell my products in a store like that. Unless it was like a family co-op, something like we lived in the same building or something like that to help the development of the community that way. But as far as having it like in a mall or something, no. No, because the people who are making the money are the people who got the building, who got the space. So no, I'm talking about solid revenue. And this was something that I learned working and advertising at a radio station. Okay. And I didn't get paid nothing. Y'all, I did not get paid anything but commission. And it was for a good time. I didn't get paid anything. Y'all, and I used to bust my butt. People used to steal my clientele too. But whatever. I learned something from it. I got a lot of experience from it, and I used it, and my arm, and became better. So, yeah. But if you guys want to learn that, definitely inbox me. You can either leave it in the comments or you can just inbox me. I can definitely, I might talk about that because a lot of people don't talk about that. They talk about just wholesaling, and that's all cool. That is cool because there's always somebody who doesn't know how to, do certain things, and then you can do it easier that way. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I stopped kind of wholesaling products, because I get to go to different, distribution. I can distribute my products in different arenas like hotels, places like tourism centers, things like that. So yeah, in that way, it also brings out your name. It gives you a little bit of leverage because people will hear your name. It's connected to what's that building that it's in. So yeah, I think that is about it. I want to see if I can call my mom now. I think she's probably at lunch, but we're gonna see. She's probably still a little mad. I don't know why, but my aunt said that she called her yesterday and she told them that she didn't want to talk, that she just did not want to talk. So I don't know. Sometimes she gets that way. So
thank you for calling Richmond State Hospital.
I might as well try it. It's only 10:30.
Richmond State Hospital, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling for 420 Unit A.
428? Okay, give me just one moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I forgot all about that. So I was like, we might as well call her.
Hello,
Hello, who am I speaking with today?
this is Ethan on 28.
Hi, Ethan. My name is Belle Dean. I'm calling for Patricia Dean, and the unit code is 420 Unit A.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah. I had to package some items, and I have I ain't got that much left. I gotta go buy some more, but I do like to snap. I like to snap these little thingies. My dog's looking like, what is wrong with you? Okay, this is the longest hold ever. I don't know what they doing, but... And I know he's not going to say that they in class, because they don't even have class on Friday. Unless they change that too. Oh my gosh. Now, if they say something crazy, I'm just going to have to call right back within an hour, y'all. Sometimes they'll say things like, oh, well, they're having lunch or something. I had that happen one time. Okay. I had that happen one time when they said they were having lunch. And they literally was not having lunch at that time. So I was like, well, do I need to call back in an hour? So I call back in an hour. Guess what? They're having lunch. So you got lunch 2 hours? So sometimes they do what they want, you know. Like I said, these videos, you guys can see, you know, it's one thing when I'm talking about it, and it's another thing when you can see and hear for yourself. So for 3 minutes, well, 4. Over 4 minutes. Yeah. This is so annoying. I'm almost to the point where I'm about to hang up and call back again because it's 5 minutes now. Sorry, the snappings. Let me stop doing that. I don't want to annoy you guys. But this does not sound healthy. It's 7 minutes. I wonder if he ever gonna come back to this phone. And where he's going is very close to where my mom is at. She's not 7 to 10 minutes away, y'all. So I'm gonna want to know what's this excuse. I want to hang up and call back, but when he come up with some kind of excuse, I'm gonna ask him what took him so long. Let me guess. Almost 9 minutes. Y'all, if y'all go through this shenanigans, make sure y'all record it. Make sure y'all record it because they would swear up and down that this did not happen. That this did not happen. Or they'll try to say it was some kind of emergency, knowing doggone well was no emergency happening. They'll come up with lies, anything to cover their butts. And then it's starting back over. 9 minutes. I'll probably wait to 10. I want y'all to see. So y'all know I'm not bull crapping. 9:38. Okay, so I'm gonna call again, right back, and I'm gonna see what's going on. Let me call from my other number. I'm gonna go and try to call from dang, what was that number? Shoot, I gotta remember the doggone number now. 765, okay. Seven, 6, 5. Wait a minute. 9, 6, 6. Okay. Let's see if we're gonna get a response now.
Thank you for calling Richmond State Hospital. Wait while I transfer your call.
I had to call him from a sidekick number, a sideline number.
Richmond State Hospital, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling for 420 Unit A.
428? Okay, give me just one moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
28, this is Kristen.
Hi, Christian. My name is Beldine. I'm calling for Patricia Dean. The unit code is 420 Unit A. I've been on hold for like 10 minutes.
She was getting a whirlpool bath. So, give me 1 second. The other phone is being used. Could you call back?
Okay, so she's not doing the whirlpool anymore?
No, so we just got back from doing it, but they have lunch at 11.
Okay, so how long would that person be on that phone? Because it's 10:47.
15 minutes.
So 15 minutes is going to be lunch.
Yeah.
So then call it 12?
Yeah, that's fine. Or 11:30.
All right, thank you so much. Goodbye.
You're welcome. Bye.
That's the game. You see the games that they're playing? It's like over and over and over. And how all of a sudden somebody's on the phone all of a sudden when I've been on the phone on hold for 10 minutes. So I want you guys to see this whole scenario and how everything is going. Because if that was the case and somebody was on the phone, which they always say that the phone is tied, then the guy would have been able to tell me that 5 minutes into that 10-minute, or even when I called 10 minutes before. So, this is one of the main reasons why I want my mother out of there, because these people are shyster-y liars, okay? They do stuff and they lie about the simplest stuff that just gets on your nerves. And then if you were to go and get back at them and to tell them off, they will go and try to act like that you are being belligerent. Like you are being a fool and you are being a dumb one. When in actuality, they're playing the stupid, dumb games, y'all. They are playing stupid, dumb games. And the sad part about it is that everybody gets older. Everybody gets older. So don't think that what you're doing to other people and other people's loved ones, don't think that it's not going to come back to you. Don't think that it's not going to come back to you. If it's not going to come back directly to you, it's going to come back to your sons and your sons' sons and your sons' daughters and all of them. So just remember that much, y'all. It's It really gets to me. But I don't really have time to dwell on it because I got a couple of other things that I need to do and I need to keep rolling on, because the enemy will try to keep you in some negative stuff, especially when he know he not about to win. So I'm going to go ahead and record again when I get back from the gym. But I did want to share that with you guys. Like, being a pioneer and being things different, it's going to look so different to other people. Going the opposite way, not doing the normal, is going to look different. Be ready for that persecution, but it'll be good if you keep going and just finish to the end. So, yeah, I'm going to get off of here. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. Bye.